Well, good afternoon. I'm going to start off as the website chair, and Phyllis, of course, is our NGC media coordinator and historian, and she's going to be our capable navigator for today. These are not screenshots that you're looking at. This is the live website. So we hope to provide you with another set of tools to help you with your state and club activities. First, we'll begin with the website. So you're looking at the homepage, and the objective of the NGC website is to promote our organization to the outside world, to attract gardeners, especially potential new members, and to provide a reliable source of useful information for you and your club members. We strive to make it easy for you to find what you're looking for, to keep you up to date on NGC news, and to continually add new information provided to us by NGC chairs, who, by the way, welcome your suggestions. So here's a quick tour. The homepage. The homepage first top two blocks are the welcome area and the Plant Americas section, which change from time to time to feature special events and new seasons. Next comes information about our schools with links to each one. Following that is our blog post area, which changes each week with great new gardening tips and stories. Below that is Find a Club, the area for interested gardeners to find and contact a club as a potential new member. So we'll take a look at both the header and the footer's menu items, many of which have been revised at members' request to clarify where to find items. So at the top of the homepage, the items across the top are shortcuts to areas you may want to get to quickly. And also areas that we are encouraging gardeners to click on. This is your quick access to the board member login, to our store, the blog, and also we're encouraging access right at the top for interested persons to donate to us or to find a club to join. I'll discuss the board member login area and so on a little later. So now let's look at the main menu items up top. So first we have Get Involved. The first choice in Get Involved includes Mary's message and info, Find a Club, and a new page for quick access to most NGC publications. So let's look at that page. First, you'll see the National Gardener, that is TNG. Next, you'll find references to books for young readers. Then you'll see a list of the many other publications, including Newscape, the Vision of Beauty calendar, and youth publications. When you look at youth publications, you'll see that opens up access to the Play Outside activity log, the ecology workbook, and so on. These are things that you can download for free, download and print them out for free. We've also heard that some members are having trouble finding Keeping in Touch, as KIT as it is known. So we've added a reference to it here, but KIT is only directed to state presidents and region directors, you folks. So it's been moved to the password protected board area. So placing it here is just to explain that fact in case people are looking for it. Now back to the top of the homepage. On the Get Involved, you can also find links here. Back over to, yes, to subscribe to the free electronic version of the National Gardener, and very newly added, the free subscription to our blog posts. We encourage you to both subscribe and to submit a blog post. So this is the form to do that. We encourage you to add a document with your text and photos and share your expertise or your favorite gardening story. We'd all like to hear about them. By the way, don't forget this quick navigation tip. From any page on the site, just click on the NGC logo in the top left corner and you'll be returned to the top of the homepage, so you can never get lost. So now let's look at the schools area. So here you'll find here symposiums, refreshers, as well as a great deal of information and resources related to each school. So what if you want to find out if a particular school is being offered, say landscape design school? Maybe you even want course 4. So if you scroll down, you see information about landscape, and here's where you can find a school. So if you want course 4, click on course 4. And here you'll see that 4 are being offered. They are all in person as of now anyway, but this is where it would mention if the class is virtual, some of which people are loving because they can get to them from somewhere else in the country. All right, back to the top again, and let's look at programs, the next major item. So this is the area to find a lot of information about the many programs created by NGC in support of our mission, such as Plant America and the Blue and Gold Star Memorials. You've heard a lot about them today, and I'm sure you're familiar with most, but please explore. We've made a point of highlighting environmental concerns. For some reason, we'd never mentioned that in the website before. And also, we've also highlighted Mary's program, Gardening with Nature. So we can take a look at that. So this tells you what gardeners can do. Okay. And back to the programs menu. One new area is photography. We've had some information, but it wasn't consolidated before. And so here you can find tips for photographers, all consolidated in one location, as well as some beautiful pictures themselves. Also, NGC has created a Facebook group to share photos and learn techniques. And you can click here to get right to that Facebook page to look at a lot of beautiful pictures that our members have contributed. Okay, so let's move on to youth and scholarships. Again, you've heard quite a bit about these programs today. But let's take a peek. Well, first of all, this is where you find, this is our education, and you'll find college scholarships here, very importantly. And if you click on the last item, youth programs, you will see a lot of the activities and the contests and that sort of thing right here. So this is how you can get to them. All right, the next thing we're going to explore is the awards and grants area. I hope you've used this area because it's been completely revamped to assist you and your clubs to navigate the procedures of recognizing your club's outstanding efforts each year. So if we click on the let's see, where are we? Awards and how to apply. This is where you can find out all the information. And the table of awards is listed by category, which is a great way to check out the award possibilities because they're arranged that way. And also there's a quick reference to the requirements and the forms required for an application. So back to home, again, we can click on that logo if you want, Phyllis. Let's now, let's see, let's look at, if you click on the awards and grants again, I just want to remind you that this is where you find all of the information about our grants. And I know you're aware of the Plant America grants and AIMS, but don't forget, we have a few others, the Natural Disaster Grant, the Native Plant and Wildflower Grant, a Youth Pollinator Gardens Grant, and of course the ESPOMA Fertilizers Grant. So now we'll take a look at the member resources area. This area is not password protected. It includes links to a variety of important information for you and all members, such as NGC life memberships, that was mentioned earlier, policies, plus convention and meeting dates. Gay Stewart and her membership committee have been working to enhance this area significantly soon with tools in support of your clubs. We'll certainly let you know when we've added some things there. This is also the area where the form to submit a blog may be found, and also the form for any club to update its information in the Find a Club area. So if you have a new president, you can update it right here. Now, you're not expected to remember all this, but we do hope you'll explore and find the information useful. But if you forget, there is always search. It's a pretty good tool to locate anything you can't find otherwise. For example, here's what pops up if you search for Blue Star. You get a lot of good leads and information of how to find out things about Blue Star, Blue and Gold Star right here. Now, if we look at the very bottom of the page, we're going to start to look at this area, but Phyllis is going to talk about our other communication tools, starting and looking right down here at the bottom, which this is the footer and it's on the bottom of every page of the website. So you can always scroll down and find this. So Phyllis, tell us about Connect with Us.
Thank you, Jane. I want to make sure my microphone's on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Thank you. This area is monitored by the social media committee, and they're a large committee. There may be, I think, 10 or 11 people on that. Someone is working every day on this area. It's really important for our outreach to tell other people about us and to promote what we do. We have several areas here where you can directly click, go to Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or the NGC YouTube channel. These are all directed to NGC channels and platforms. You should be a member of Facebook or any of these to really enjoy the whole full. Let me show you how you can see Facebook. Now this is what I see when I come on, but I'm going to put what you will see here. This is our banner, very fun and playful. That changes all the time. And here's information that goes out every single day about what's happening in National Garden Club. You see today they're highlighting the Plant America grant because it's due on October 15th. So you can get all the information you need by clicking on these. There's a link up above to go directly to the information about Plant America and so on. Every day there's something new And we'd like you to comment and share these. See how you can share right here? You can share that to your club, your state Facebook page, and share the information. You don't have to create new Facebook posts every day. Just share what you see on here, and that helps your membership know what's going on. Let's see. Now, we want to search. I want to show you these new groups we have. We have an NGC board member group that all of you should be on. If you're president or region director, you're on the board. You sign up for this and you get information here. So check for that. The other group that we would like you to look at, and maybe you want to join, is the NGC photographers group right here. You just search for that, go in there and join it, and they'll take you from there and show you what's going on. So that's how Facebook works. Now, the next area is Instagram. This is a photo sharing application. So you see the photos that we put out to the public in the last few weeks are right down here. We've put out Mary's video and so on. This is our free marketing and publicity. And you should consider joining Instagram and looking at these pictures, looking at the photos and making comments. We love comments. We love it when you press love right here, and you're going to, hopefully this doesn't take me out of the whole thing. Then we know what you're feeling too, and you can make a comment. And it's nice to share these pictures with your state. Then we're going to go back to the footer. This is Pinterest. This is a wonderful way for do-it-yourselfers to get ideas and look at creative examples. This is the NGC Pinterest board area. These are all the boards we have. You can see they're just dynamic topics here. You know what, we get about 22,000 people a month that come here and look at the pictures. You are welcome to add pictures by contacting social media, and they will add a picture that you may think is important. So here, the biggest draws are design, of course, for our members. We have many boards that are design. This is some of the floral designs from all over the world that we've gathered, and to spark your creative juices. So don't forget about Pinterest here. Many interesting things to see. Then our last area, which is pretty new for NGC, and that is to create videos. Virtual Resources is doing this, and some states are doing it. Chairmen are doing it. We're expecting a new video from the awards committee very shortly. And that video on how to fill out the awards and what's expected will be on here by next month. Right now you can see we have Mary's address for the installation. In the last 3 months, almost 900 people have looked at that. This welcome that went out just last week to welcome everybody to the Fall Garden Club meetings went out, and almost 500 people have seen that. And we would like you to share this on your newsletters, on your state websites, on your Facebook pages. Share the wealth here. We have about a dozen of these. And between social media and virtual, we're going to expand this area quite a bit. So we're looking forward to that. If you want help linking to any of these, if you have a problem, contact social media or me. I'm in the directory. So we want to make sure that you can connect with this and share it with your club members. All right. If you have questions, put them in chat and we'll talk about it later too. Jane, back to you.
Okay, back to the other information that you will find in the footer of each page. About Us, if you click on that, includes our mission statement, our officers, and information about our headquarters, among other items. Okay. Then back to the bottom, the other extremely important item is the forms library. Nearly any form you might need for an award, a school, a scholarship, or any of our other programs can be found here as a PDF that you can download and fill in. And Phyllis is actually going to give us a demonstration of how to do that, especially with the Plant America grant application, since the deadline is coming soon.
All right, let's look at this grant. This is the grant that was referred to on Facebook this morning. So I'm going to click on it and open it. Now this is still on the website for NGC. It is not in your file. So you can open it, you can scan through it, see what it is. But the first thing you should do is you should right click on it. You see this menu here, and you want to save it to your personal computer so that you can fill it out and come back to it, and you will have a copy of what you submit. So I hope you can see this. I'm going to save it to documents on my computer. And before I do that, I'm going to change the title because that doesn't refer to anything that I would be able to search for and find. So my garden club is named Bloomers, and I'm going to save it as the Bloomers Plant America grant application. Now, once I save it, you will not be able to see my screen, so I'm not going to go beyond that, but I would save it into NGC documents so I can go find it later. In the meantime, I'm going to go back and look at this. I can't get back here. Look at this form. The first page contains all the guidelines and information on when it's due, how much you can apply for, how to apply, and if you get money, what's required of you for a final report. Now this is called a fillable form. That means they've provided little blocks for you to type in. See my cursor's down there? So the club here is going to be Bloomers. This is what you fill out on your personal computer. And you fill out the whole form as best you can. I would recommend that you just use the space that's provided here and not go beyond that and expand, because the font gets smaller and smaller, and pretty soon the committee can't read your application and description. Try to be succinct about what you're doing. They have a lot of applications to look at, and so they want something that's legible here. What you may find is that you don't have all the information at hand. So if this is on your personal computer, you fill out what you can and you save it. Then you can go back and fill in budget entries or anything else that you might come up with here, and then save the final document. You attach it then to an email. You send it right here to this email address. That's the committee, Plant America Grant Committee. They will get your application and they'll review it and they'll let you know the outcome. And we hope that everybody applies and everybody can share in the grant monies that are appropriated. So if there are any questions on a fillable form, I can help you later or put it in chat and we'll get in, try to reply to you on fillable forms. Okay, I think that's it. Jane, back to you.
Okay. All right, so let's go up to the top again. Everything we've looked at so far is available to the public as well as to all of our members. So thank you, and many thanks to Phyllis for navigating around.